little cages of fishes. They will need to travel to other states. They will need to, and then this comes with a lot of risk. If you understand what I'm trying to say, I'm already stating the problem solved for my own agri client. People with my immediate environment, people smoking, they will have to travel to other states. They will have to transport themselves, and when they are coming back, because of the stress on the road, the sun and all of that, the fishes might be stressed, and then it results to the death of some of these fishes, and it's a loss for the farmer. So my solution, the problem, my what I'm trying, what I've, what my the solution I'm bringing, what they have solved is people who don't have to travel. They can get whatever they want, even at their doorsteps. Okay, they can reach out. Dotak Farms, we need 10 kg of catfish. Can we get them? I will get it to them in the next 30 minutes. Fresh. Do we get my point now? So those are the ways you state the problems that were solved. What were the issues before? State it, okay, they had to do this, that, but now with the solution I'm bringing in, they won't have to do this, they won't have to do that. Do we get my point now? Now, how big is the addressable market? That's number 8. How big is the addressable market? Let me just quickly say this, that addressable market is important for both startups and existing businesses, because it allowed them to prioritize specific products. Customers taking into consideration the required and the potential revenue impact. Now, addressable market, you have to be number conscious in this one. If you can the numbers, these are my markets. How big is it? I have 250 subscribers to this solution that I'm bringing on board already. I have 300 individuals that are ready, both retailers and consume and bringing on board. That number, it will help you prioritize the product you are pushing and then the customer segment. More like you will know what you are spending your money on because you have the numbers. You know the numbers you are targeting. You'll be able to prioritize your funds towards that. That's how big is the addressable market. Like I said, don't forget, you can state the numbers. Don't just say, it is very big. State the numbers. I have so numbers of people that are ready. You can also state it there that you through your research and probably questionnaires that you have taken into the market. So you are able to get 250 responses that are ready to subscribe to the solution you are offering. So addressable market has to do with numbers. Mention the numbers. Don't just say very big, it's this and this. And you can even mention the market that you have visited. You can mention the state. You can mention the environment. You can mention the city. Okay, in Ilorin, I visited this so market, and then I got these so numbers of people. You put everything together, that is your addressable market. Let's move on. Revenue model. That's number 9. Revenue model. First of all, I would like to talk about revenue. Revenue is the total money coming into your company, the total money come without you removing profit, without anything yet, the total revenue, the total money that you will be getting from your products and services. And then revenue, your revenue is number of the unit of the product you sold multiplied by the average price. Number of units sold multiplied by the average price. Your revenue will be coming in solely from the business and services you are able to put out there. The product and services you are able to put out there. That is how your revenue will come in. Do we get my point now? The product you are putting out and then the services you are putting out. That is where you are getting your money. So you can state it. You can state it that, okay, per time you are planning on pushing out 5,000 units of your product. 5,000 units of your product to be sold at this so price. You can also put numbers here. Revenue model is I'm putting out 5,000 units of 2 kg catfish. 1 kg is 1,000. 2 kg is 2,000. Now, 2,000 multiplied by 5,000 units. This is your revenue, the money that will enter through your services and products. Now, for some people that are doing service, you can get your revenue from the services you render. From Google Ads, affiliate marketing, other things like that. But for products, it's your number of the units you sold and the average price. That is your revenue. Model. It's a framework for generating financial income. Like, how do you plan to sell and the money went out? How much you plan to sell? How much that you will get the money. Then number 10. Number 10 asked about marketing strategy. Marketing strategy. I would like to discuss marketing strategy under product, price, promotion, place, and people. Marketing strategy, that's 5 P's. 5 P's. Product, price, promotion, place, and people. I'd like to discuss the marketing strategy under those 5 things. Product, price, people. I hope we all got that. When you talk about the product, under product, we can also add and then you product you offer. you are offering? Can people afford it? Under price? Does it align with what? There are times that but the product you are pushing out, you actually deserve it. You can't, because of the price in the market, drop the product you have, drop your price, and then you now start making loss. Pricing, under pricing, you must make profit. So that is why I discussed product first. What kind of product are you pushing out? And how well can you price it? How well can you put a price on it? Number 3 is the promotion. The under promotion, we have advertising, your personal selling, one-on-one selling, going to meet people one-on-one, like I sell this, and then affiliate marketing, digital marketing. Those ones are under promotion. How well can you market your product? How well can you push it out, and under what platforms? How well can you advertise? Do you understand now? How well you can advertise your product? How well you can sell personally? I mean, push out to people, talk to them one-on-one. How well you can do a door-to-door marketing. That's under promotion. Place has to do with the presence of that your product and services. How can your customers access it? Is it readily available? Can people access it easily? That has to do with place. And then the people. Under people, we have your employees, we have your customers, we have your suppliers, and we have your partners. How well are they buying into what you're selling? How well are they buying into what you are selling? Because the way you treat your if you agree with me, if you treat your employees badly, before you know it, they're outside there talking about, that is how they do there. There's a place I worked. Our MD and staff welfare, they are not do with staff welfare. It's always not that. Can you hear me?
So at the point it was breaking, so I think it's fine now. Oh, I think it's out of air. Maybe I think it's having some.
I'm here.
Oh, you are
I'm
here?
here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it was breaking at a point, just about last 1 minute or so, there was break.
Okay.
So, but I think you can just try to repeat that part. Where you were talking about your MD at work or something like
that. Exactly. I said, is always not interested. Where we can when I left the company, anywhere I get to something, I would the MD and staff welfare, that's a level in that company, but people will not want to go there to do with the man. Do we get what I'm trying to say? So, your employees are very important, and their way of marketing
You are breaking heavily, sir. We can't hear you.
your business, your product and services. Now, list in your immediate environment, who are the people
Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Oh,
We can hear
okay.
you.
That,
Can hear you from here.
it look like Dotun is out of air. I think his network is very bad at this time. But let's see. Let's wait for a few seconds and see. Dotun, are you there? I can't see him here.
What I'm thinking is, if Dotun network is bad, maybe I should just start my own part. Then you can fix this network. So once it's back, we continue from where I stopped.
Okay. I think Dotun is in now. Dotun, do you want to attend to that network while the bot starts so that you can? Or what do you think? I know you are in. I can see you now. Can you hear me, Dotun? Can you hear me? Okay, look like he can.
We can hear you, sir.
Yeah, but look at the Dotun cannot hear me because he's not answering.
I don't think his network is good at the moment, sir.
Yeah. So I think what we do, like he said, is that we just allow for that bot to start straight away so that we don't take time. So we'll be having that bot coming up. Normally it's supposed to be the first person to start the training anyway. It's just that it's because of the fact that something came up, so he couldn't be here at that time. That's why the two have to start from that part. So this will be a good time for us to have a very good overview of everything, because the way Dotto started is as if he just jumped at the middle, and that's because he didn't plan to start. But I know that bot will be able to do justice to all this thing more and give us a better perspective so that we can appreciate what we are doing more. That bot is a very wonderful person that I've known for, I think, almost 15 years now, if not more than 15 years. I think I've known him for like 20 years actually. So, and he's an IT guru, even though he finished from, I think finished from Agric also, from Agric in Ife, OAU, highly into, I mean, he has a very, very enduring and, persistence, entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, I don't want to tell you about his story today, but and he has won several grants for business, several of them. This is just one of the many that he has won. Probably will tell us about some other ones so that in case any other person to apply for this one too. So he's currently the CEO of Dabot Technology, which is based in Ibadan. I don't know, maybe they have any other office elsewhere, but not Ibadan office. I know they used to have office in Ife, but I think they're in Ibadan now. And they are deal with both IT and energy. So they do IT stuff and energy stuff. He's a very resourceful person. I mean, like, I call people like him intellectual property. Yeah, highly resourceful guy. So it will be it's really a very wonderful opportunity for anyone to listen to him hear his stories and more importantly, tell us about how to apply for these grants so that we can also be a beneficiary. So, Dari, over to you now.
Good evening, Ebenezer. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can all see me and hear me loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very clear. I can see you.
Very
Thank
clear.
you.
Thanks for all the accolades. I really appreciate. You are all welcome once again. My name is Adidari Oshisonya. I don't really like doing much introduction about myself because we are here for serious business tonight and not for me. So if you want to know me personally, you can get in touch with me. Then we can discuss. But on money basis, money stuff, just bring business. So I'm a 2019 TF awardee. So I'm here to show you how you can be successful in this application for this year. What I'm going to show you tonight is how I did mine then in 2019, how I did mine. I actually applied, I got the grant on the third trial. So if you are here and you have tried several times, just keep trying. So I learned from my past mistakes. I attended seminars too like this then. So I was able to, actually got how I went from there. So we strategized in 2019 and eventually I won the grant. So I believe that by the end of today, be well equipped to go and apply for the grant. So just make sure that you don't miss anything out. And if you miss anything out, watch the video all over and over again. Please, I would like to share my screen. Okay, yeah. Hope you can all see my screen now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
So the moment I was told that I will be taking a session for this training, I have been making findings on the website of TF. I noticed that over the years now, like they used to change some things every year. So you have to keep updating your knowledge every year about it. So this is what to expect from the program. This is what to expect from the program. Like this is the application, how the application phase is. The application phase is in 5 phases. We have the first phase, which is the application phase. The second phase, which is the training phase. The third stage is the business plan stage. While the fourth stage is the pitching stage phase, and the last phase is the seed capital, where you give me your grant. Before, when TEF started, between 2015 and I think 2015 and 2019, when I got the grant. The way they normally do it is you apply online. There are a series of questions. So you apply, then you answer all the questions, and at the end of the day, they select the best 2,000. So when more partners started coming in, they started selecting more than 2,000. So once you are selected after the application phase, after the application ended, there's no more any other thing there. Although you still do training and some other stuff, but once you are selected, you are selected. So later on in 2020, I think in 2020, they did not change it to there's this personality test. Like once you open your application, you apply, and this personality test will come up. So once you answer the personality test, you'll be grouped into intermediate, I think basic, intermediate, and maybe expert level, but I've forgotten those levels. So I think if you are in the expert and maybe advanced or so, you will be proceeding to the next stage. So they will shortlist, then you go through the training phase and other phases before they do their final selection. So this year, they have stopped doing that. Now they are back to the old way of doing it. The only difference between the old way of doing it and their new way now is now they are now combining the application phase whereby you answer those questions we answered then, and the personality test. So they are now combining the two together. So once you apply online and you are selected at the end of, by the end of March or so, and they announce the winners, just be rest assured that you have gotten the grant already. So they are selecting the final winners. So that's what they told us in our alumni group. So now, if you have applied in the past and you tried logging in through your password, through your details, you won't be able to log in. So you have to create a new account. I don't know if there's anyone here that have tried to apply for it, and he or she was having issues applying for the 2024. Is there anyone here like that? So now, if you have applied in the past, you have to reapply with another email. That's how you can get across to the 2024 application. So after the online phase, which is presently ongoing, and you have answered the question, you have been selected, then you will now have the training. So from the training, you have the business plan, then you have the pitch. The pitch is just to, show to the judges, to see if that, okay, you know what you are doing, you are capable of what you are doing. Then after which, if you have completed stages 1 to 5, then you are now eligible to get the seed grant. So even if you have been selected, at the end of the application phase and you don't complete all these phases, the training, the business plan, pitching, if you miss any of these phases, you won't get the grant. Even though they have announced you as the winner by the end of March, and you didn't complete stage 1 to 4 or stage 2 to 4, you won't get the seed grant. So it's very, very imperative that you complete stage 2 to 4. So this is the home page. Once you create an account and all that, and answer some field details, it will take you here, and you will see this 2024 Tony Elumelu program. Then click on start application. So after then, it will ask you some questions and it will move you to this stage. Let me make it a slideshow. Okay, I think it's better now. So it will move you better. So it will move, you'll be moved to this stage, which is your business information. So under this business information, you have different stages. You have the idea stage. You have I think the next stage is the infancy stage, infancy and launch stage. Then you have the growth stage. Then you have I don't know, it's like 5 stages. So irrespective of your stage, TF is ready to fund your idea, whether it's an existing, a new business. The major thing is, do you know what you are doing? Do you know about your idea? Have you done your feasibility studies? Are you capable, like, okay, if you have the seed funding, are you capable of handling the seed funding and using this judiciously, utilizing it for what it's meant for? That's what they want to know. Because you can't say that you have an idea now and you don't even know anything about your idea. Like, you don't know the industry, your industry players, you don't even know, you don't know anything. You don't know the kind of financial this thing that you should be operating with. You don't know the challenges and all that. So tell me, how will your idea sell? So irrespective of your stage, just choose one. So if it's an idea stage, if you select idea stage, all these upload the registration of certificate and all this won't be, you don't need it. So you can proceed to the next stage. So if your business is optional, pick yes, and if not, you select no. So if you are there if your business is in the idea stage, at the end of the training, you will still be asked to, once you are selected, during the moment you are selected, you start asking you to go and register your business. You have to make sure that you use the name you applied for. doing the application of, so they ask you to register your business, and you can now get all those certificates. You open your team and all that. So every other thing that they will ask you, you go and upload it later when you are doing due diligence. So don't be scared whether your business is in the early stage or not. I think that's then the major thing about when applying for TF is your value proposition. How does the business stand out from other businesses? That's the major thing. Like that's what they are interested in. Like Dr. said, they pick more of agriculture, technology, like that. So one thing I will tell you guys that once you are applying, we are now in the stage of technology. Everybody's talking about technology, AI, and so many other technical stuff. Whatever you are doing, just make sure that try as much as possible to see how you can incorporate technology into it. Then you can even break your business into micro forms. Like probably you are in the renewable energy now, or probably you are in the solar industry now. So instead of you going for probably, I want to start installation of solar. Everybody is doing installation of solar. So what's new about your business? So just look for an aspect of that solar business that you can do. That if I apply for this, it's going to work out well. That's going to be different from what other people are doing. Just look for something that will be different. A lot of people, we are going to have hundreds of thousands of people that will apply. During my own set, over 200,000 people applied and 2,000 people were selected. That's like 1:200. So for every one person selected, like 199 people were eliminated there. So it's a very, tedious and competitive application. So you have to, your business value proposition has to be, distinct from all other businesses. I don't want to go much into details to that. That's part of the aspect Dr. is supposed to handle. And I'm very sure that he has said some of these things earlier. So my part is to discuss the financial part and the business impact part. In total, I think you get from the business information to this financial and business impact. I think the total questions are like I think 22. Yeah, I think 22. So just get ready. And when answering these questions, you don't need to rush. The problem a lot of people used to have is procrastination. They will say that they will do it later, they will do it later, and 2 days to the end of the application, or 3 days to the end of the application, they want to answer everything at once and they start rushing it. You can start answering, if you are answering, let me tell you, if you start tomorrow and you start answering one question per day, within 1 month, you will answer all the questions. If you answer 2 questions per day, within 2 weeks, you answer all the questions. If you answer 3 questions per day, just do it at your own pace. Don't rush it and make sure that you know what you are doing. That's the major problem. A lot of people want to do everything at once. So for the financial part, we have 5 questions under the financial part. The first question is, they ask you that invested cash, what's the total amount of cash invested to date in the startup? If your business is in operation already, just type the figure. I have invested $2,000. I have invested $3,000. Please, they said you should, state this in USD. So all your calculations must be in USD. During our own time, it was in Naira. They asked us to submit our answer, so we did it in Naira. So when you are also answering yours, it should be in USD because it is stated here that USD. So no story. Just write $5,000 or $7,000. I've invested $7,000. Invested $10,000, $500. No matter how small, just write something there. But even if your business is in the idea stage, it is assumed. I'm just giving you a tip. It is assumed that you have spent money maybe in doing your feasibility study, maybe from moving your transportation, spending money from one place to the other, go and make findings about your business, researching on your business within the internet, asking people about your business, moving from one place to the other, doing little research about your business will cost you money. So that's part of the invested amount that you have done in. So if all those things cost you like $100, right, $100, don't leave it empty, because that will make you like, okay, you are serious about your business. I'm just giving you an example there. The monthly expenses. What are your current monthly expenses? It's as simple as ABC. Write your monthly expenses. If your business is still at their stage, just put 0 there. So if you have selected idea at the beginning, you will understand that, okay, it's because you're still in their stage, you have not started. That's why you're writing 0 there. The break-even revenue. They ask, what is the projected break-even revenue for the business in USD? That is, what revenue will you cover? That is, at what revenue will you cover your fixed cost and variable cost? I'm still going to explain this. Then they also ask projected break-even volume for the business. That is, how many units of your products are you going to produce and set to cover your total cost of production? So what do you mean by break-even? Break-even simply means when your total cost equal your total revenue. The point at which you are not making profit and you're not making loss. That's your break-even point. There's a calculation for that, but this is not part of, I don't want to go into detail, because what I want to teach you tonight is, how to answer this question accurately, how I did it then, and how you can also do it. But there are some keywords, there are some things they are looking for, and if you don't mention those things, you might lose points there. Then they said break-even sales volume. Your break-even sales volume is your total fixed cost over selling price minus variable cost per unit. Just note this formula down. Your break sales volume is your total fixed cost over your selling price minus variable cost per unit. Your selling price is the amount you are selling your products. You are going to sell your product if you are not started. While your variable cost per unit is the amount that, okay, it will cost you, to produce that product. That's your variable cost per unit. I hope you are getting me. Maybe you are selling a particular product for $10 or $15. Then your variable cost per unit, maybe to produce that $15 of products, it will cost you $5. So that's your variable cost per unit. Here, before you answer question, let me give you a withdraw here. Before you answer question 3, your break-even revenue, make sure you answer question 4 first, because from your question 4, you get the answer to your question 3. During our time, they asked question 4 before question 3. I don't know the reason why they changed it this time around. So if you're answering this, you get your answer to question 3 from question 4. I hope you are still with me. Hello?
Sir,
Yes,
we
we
are
can hear
still
you.
with you. We are still with you, sir.
We are following you closely.
So your fixed costs, what are fixed costs? Your fixed costs are the expenses that a company incurs that doesn't change during the course of running a business, irrespective of production. These costs are fixed, like the name implies. Whether you have started business, whether your business is running or not, whether you are doing anything, these costs will count, irrespective whether your business is running or not. They don't change at all. So examples are your land. Land, rent, equipment. When you buy equipment in a shop, like, okay, probably you want to start a printing business now, you buy an equipment and you pay for your rent. So, and you didn't start the business, or probably you just close your shop for 1 week or 1 month. So whether you are there or not, your fixed cost is static, is constant. So that's a fixed cost. So it doesn't mean whether your business is running or not. Then your variable costs are costs directly associated with the level of production. When you are running your business, so the costs you incur from time to time, in producing your product or your service, those are variable costs. So like labor, utilities, raw materials, shipping costs. If you are importing stuff from abroad, so your shipping costs, your delivery costs, then sales commission. Probably you have people helping you to sell your products. So the sales commission you give them, they're part of a variable costs. So like I said, they change from time to time. So now to answer question 4, they ask that what's your break even sales volume. So assuming your total fixed costs, like you want to start your business now, that's your cost of startup. Let's your capital. Let's assume that okay, you want to collect this 5,000 right now. Okay, the stuff you have at hand is $5,000. That's your capital. So let's assume that that's the total fixed cost. Then they now say that okay, your selling price, I want to sell my product for $15. So for every product I sell for $15, it will cost me $5 to produce that $15. So my profit is $10. So after I have minus my expenses and other stuff, that will give my variable cost, which is $5. So I will now deduct it from my selling price, which will give me my profit, which is $10. So from the formula we said here, we said that your break sales volume is total fixed costs divided by, when you minus your variable costs from your selling price. So which is $5,000 all over $10, which is your profit here. So it will not give you 500 units. So that's what they just need there. Okay. At what number of units price are you going to, have a big sales volume? That's what they are just asking there. So you need 500 units of, probably you are selling a solar product now. So for you to have sales volume, break even say 500 units of that solar product. Hope I'm with someone.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then you can see that this one now has given you the answer to question 3. So now say that, okay, what's your break-even revenue? So your break-even revenue is, let me go back to the okay. Let me go back to the explanation of break-even revenue. So that your break-even revenue is that revenue that will cover your fixed and variable costs. So now here, break-even revenue is $15. This is your selling price. Then you now multiply it by your sales volume, which is 500 units. So that means your break-even revenue is $7,500. So before you deduct your profits, your revenue is $7,500. So when you now deduct your profit and all that, you have a sales volume revenue of 500 units at selling at $10. So your selling price is $15 multiplied by 500 units of products that you want to sell. So that one will give you your break-even revenue, and your break-even sales volume is 500 units. So it's as simple as ABC. So under break-even revenue, the only thing they just need there is just that figure. So you just write $7,500 there. So you don't need this calculation. But for this other one, you can show them that calculation, but they say that 25 words. So just find a way of, inputting, all this from here to here, inputting it in this thing. So I make sure that it doesn't exceed 25 words. So you can shorten all this thing to FC, selling price, VC, and all that. So they just really want to know that, okay, you know what you are doing. I think that's all on financials. So it's not hard at all. Just know what you are doing. And that's the reason why it's very important that, okay, you make your feasibility study, you make your research. So if you are doing your research very well, to do all these things are very, very simple. So just know all this formula and apply it in your own listing. Even if it's a service, even if it's a service. If you are running a service, probably you have 500 people. Let's say you are offering a service of $200 now. Maybe to write a business plan is $200, and for you for that $200, maybe your expenses, your variable cost will be like spend maybe when you spend money on internet research and all those things, it's like $20. So when you remove that $20 from $200, you give $180. So for you now to reach this $5,000 it's now be 5,000 all over $20. That's zero zero. That's like 100 units. So it now be like 100 units, or you have to write 100 units of business plan before you can reach you can reach the total FC here. So now let's move to business impact. So under this business part, I think we also have 5 questions there. So that's another thing they want to know. When they are giving grant, they want to know how many people you're going to be impacted and all that, and how will your business contribute to job creation, social development in the community, your local community, and within the country. And when you're answering this thing, you have to make sure, okay, how it's going to affect how your business will make impact in your local community and in your country as a whole. And maybe it's something that covers across Africa better. So make sure that you know these things in your community, your country, probably in Africa as a whole. So don't mention in your community, and don't mention why you live out your country. So you have to mention everything there. You have to take note about this job creation, revenue generation, social development. So when you're mentioning this impact, give numbers. I keep mentioning give numbers because what they want to know is that nobody is ready for necessary stories. In fact, it's this year that I'm seeing this minimum of 100 words, 200 words maximum. Before, they just tell you 200 words max. So at that time, even if you can explain everything in 50 words, you are good to go. So far, you have mentioned what they want to hear. So how will your business contribute to GDP, to sustainable development goals? What the percentage is going to contribute in reducing unemployment? So all these things should be in numbers. For instance, when I applied in 2019, it was for agritech, and I said, for instance, we will stimulate the interest of at least 3,000 Nigerian youths and women in nursing and admission within the next 5 years. This will create jobs for them, thus alleviating poverty in their homes. It's as simple as that. The number is there. 3,000 Nigerian youths will be impacted within the next 5 years. It's more or less like a smart goal. If you see this goal now, like it's smart. I mentioned I'm specific about the number of youths I'm going to target. Then measurable, it's measurable. Yeah, it's attainable. Then realistic. 3,000 Nigerian youths is realistic within the next 5 years. Then duration, timely, is timely within the next 5 years. Let's go to the next question. Then the next question, they said that top 3 challenges in operating or launching your business. Minimum of 100 words, maximum of 200 words. You have to take note of all these things. This thing, you have to take note of it. In fact, you are even on the safer side because if you're applying, when I was testing this out, when I inputted less than 100 words, it didn't allow me to submit, to move to the next stage. So it says that, okay, it's not 200 words. And when it was more than 200 words, give an alarm that's more than 200 words. So you are safe. During our own time, it wasn't like that. So top 3 challenges in operating or launching your business. If you are already operating, you are already accustomed to the challenges you are facing. Just lead these top 3 challenges and elaborate on them. They want you to talk about it. That is what they say, a minimum of 100 words. Then if you are not yet started, once you have done your feasibility, mention the top 3 challenges you are likely to encounter. Challenges like your financial risk, financial challenges, licensing, and some other risks like that. Just mention them, and you can even mention how you're going to mitigate them. Yeah, you should mention, since they want you to talk more about it, mention how you're going to mitigate these challenges. How are you going to counter them? Although they didn't ask you to mention it, to say it, but it's going to boost application. If you're able to tell them how you're going to tackle these challenges, it's going to boost your application, your points. The next one is that aims and objective. Explain briefly what you hope to achieve from participating in the Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program. So some people used to confuse Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program and TEF. TEF is Tony Elumelu Foundation Grant, which TEF is Tony Elumelu Foundation, which is the foundation, giving out the grant. While TEP is Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program, which is a program under the TEF Foundation, under the Tony Elumelu Foundation listing. So don't confuse the two. So the first thing is that any objective you're going to mention, let it align with the objective of TEP. Although I wanted to mention the objective of TEP now, but it's on their site. Go and find out. Go and find them out. The objective of TEP for entrepreneurship purpose, for job creation, reducing unemployment. There are so many, but there's a way they write it on their website. Go and find out. So that's the first thing you have to know. So once you know their own objective, now align your own objective to their own. So mention what you will learn from the entrepreneurship program. Then how are you going to use what you learn to create smart goals in your community, in your business? I hope you get that. Mention what you will learn. Then now mention how you are going to use what you learn from the program in your business, in creating smart goals, then your community and others. So you list them, and when you are mentioning stuff like this, make sure you list. You bulletize them. Don't bad or make all those words clumsy. Like you are just writing in this. You just write everything in a single. Imagine writing 200 words in a single. I don't know, paragraph. Yeah, in a single paragraph. There's no spacing. You are not even bulletizing. You are not putting comma. You're not doing anything. So make sure you itemize your explanations. The challenges, you itemize it. The aim as objective, you itemize it. So let there be spaces when you're itemizing, so that it will be readable for the judges, people that are going to score you. It's not going to bore them. Then they ask time availability. If accepted into the program, will you work full-time on this business idea? I don't need to tell you what your answer should be here. So they say that if accepted into the program, will you work full-time on this business idea? What should be your answer? If you know you want them to select you, what should be your answer? Hello, is somebody hearing me?
The answer should be yes.
Thank you. So just write yes there. Although they didn't put yes or no, but just write yes. I work full time. Then they now ask you, have you taken part in any entrepreneurship program, accelerator program, or received any angel investment grant in the past? If you write yes, make sure that you explain about the project. There's a section for you to explain what kind of grant it is and what did you use the money for and all that. So and if it's no, just leave no. So that one is not part of the selection criteria. I think, yeah, that's all. Yeah, exhausted my own parts. So if you have any question, or is Dotun back?
Thank you very much.
Larry, before we take questions, let Dotun finish his part so that we can just take all the questions together.
Yes, it's on.
All right, can you hear me?
Question number 10. Yes, we can hear you now, sir.
Can you
Welcome
hear
back,
me?
sir.
All right.
Yes,
All right. Thank you very much. We are on listing
number
your
10.
3 competitors. We are on list your 3 competitors. I think we have discussed that in your immediate environment, who are the 3 people that are doing what you want to do already, who are into that same business, who are into that same service. Those are your listing. Just list them. When I wanted to list my own, I'm hearing
Please,
you. I can hear you.
can you turn on your video so that people that on YouTube can, because some people on YouTube actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry
thank you.
about that.
I hope you're in a place where you can turn on your video anyway. So that don't be like, I mean, but if you cannot do that where you are, maybe just continue. But it's just be good for those, especially those are not. Let's just be good for them to see your face.
Are you sure that you're still online?
That's why here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
if you can't be on video, you can go ahead. If that's not possible.
All right. Mr. Makagwa, so I'm sorry, I didn't know you were here. Good evening,
Bless
sir.
you, sir. Good evening. God bless you, sir.
All right. Like I was saying, listing three competitors, just list the three people that are doing the same thing you want to do in your immediate environment, just list them. And I appreciate the fact that Mr. Dare also was talking about numbers. They are so particular about numbers. Just list, take this number. Okay, this is the number of the people, or like that. So three people that are already doing the same business you want to venture in, or the same service you want to offer in your immediate environment. For me, in my immediate environment, I just mentioned like three, like one person doing catfish already, this one doing poultry farming already, and all that. So I mentioned them. I think the next question is now the differentiating factor. That's number 12. Differentiating factor. How do you plan to do your own better? How do you plan to do your own better? There is nothing virtually in this world that you want to start, a business you want to start today that somebody is not doing already. But what are your tips that you want to, what are the things you want to do better in whatever is in existence? Do we all get my point now? So the differentiating factor, okay, this is what I'm going to be doing that will be different from my immediate environment. Like, let me use, I'm sorry, I'm using agriculture and fish farming as the major example because this is what I practice. Like me now, I can say the customers will have to visit the farm to get their product. But through our own customer service line, once you put an order through, you will get it at your doorsteps in 10 minutes. I mean, there will be a platform, an online platform for people that are technologically okay, where they can place their order without any stress, and then within 10 minutes, I get it to them. For people that are not technologically okay, there's a phone number they can call that will be available 24/7 to make their orders, and then we can get it to them. That will eliminate their own transport commitment. Do you get what I'm trying to say now? That is my own side of what do I need to do differently. Do you know that people will tend to patronize me more than people they will have to look for car, the people they have to go and buy petrol and drive there to go and meet them? I'm just citing an example. I'm not saying that is what you go and write. I'm just citing an example. People can reach me 24/7, place their order, and I will bring it to their doorstep. That is what for me, it could be something that I'm doing differently. So that's number 12. What are you doing differently? Now, the number 13 is the current milestone. The current milestone. Where are you currently on the business? Where are you currently on the business? Currently, where are you on the business? And then, what is your next milestone? And how long will it take you to reach there? Like, your next? Okay, my next milestone is after reaching out to my immediate environment, I want to reach out to the immediate town and villages. After attending to my, I also want to, can we hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
All right.
Yes, we can. Yes, yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, sir.
After attending to my immediate environment, supplying them, giving them what they want per time, I want to also get to the next or immediate town and villages. Like I'm in Ado Ekiti. I've been able to serve people in Ado Ekiti. If you know Ekiti very well, you know that the next town to Ado Ekiti is Ikere Ekiti, or on the other side, Inyi Ekiti. If you are in Ibadan, you can say, I've been able to reach out to people in Iwo Road sufficiently. I want to be reaching out to people in Apata. I want to be reaching out to people in UI, Bodija. And how long it will take you. Mention the years or the numbers of months it will take you to reach out to those people, to get there. That's for my own end. That's my own. These are the things I take as milestone measures for product and service, for product. For product. You know that the amount of the product you push out, that's what you get as revenue. The amount of product you push out, and then the area you cover, it tells a lot about your revenue. So my milestone is I want to reach out to people outside my immediate environment for my product. I hope we all got that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So quickly, looking at those 14, I believe we have been able to discuss it, and I believe that we all heard one or two things I said about those 14. Okay, let me just leave the question and answer part to our host. But that's just the major thing I'd like to say about those 14. If there's any questions, then let's discuss it further.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for those wonderful segments. So right now we are the question and answer segment now, and here is how it works. You can indicate by showing up of hand. If you have a question, just click the raise hand icon. So you will be called upon as soon as you raise up your hands as soon as it has been indicated. Alternatively, you can also type the questions in the chat. I'll be keeping an eye on the chat and we'll read it out for the speakers to address it. Please keep the questions short and concise. Keep it short and concise to allow questions and comprehensive answers. Also, direct your questions to the particular speakers that you want to answer. You want him to answer. Do you get now? So if you have a question, direct it to a specific speaker. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Can I take my question?
Okay. Kindly introduce yourself and go ahead, sir.
Yeah, so my name is Happy Innocent. My question is to the last speaker. While he was speaking, he mentioned one of the question segments, which was the wowing them, 3 points to wow them. But he didn't attempt the question there at all. He didn't give us examples. And I'll be particular about myself. For example, I'm trying to build an edu-fintech platform and education in general. But even if he's going to use his own agriculture to show samples of wowing them, so that with his example, I could know how to carve out what would be my own point when it comes to wowing Then thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think that question is to Mr. Dotson.
Yes, yes. Can we hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Now, wowing them is more like get our attention. What is it about your product and service that could be like, wow, this is so nice about your business? Now, I will give an example from my own agricultural field. I have a profound experience in catfish farming and starting from the hatching stage. I can hatch fish myself. I can take care of them myself up to a table size. Now, let me make this known to you that I can count how many companies, especially catfish companies in this Nigeria, that does hatching. Reason being that it is the most difficult and the most hard part of raising catfish. I can count how many. Some people start and they will never succeed. The people that I've seen that does it are the big ones. And the ones that are not big, they take it as the sole business, because that one on its own, you have sleepless nights over it. So wowing them, you can tell them that you are making or you are producing your own juvenile yourself. Don't tell them how. Do you understand it now? Don't tell them how. Just tell them that my own raw materials, I'm getting it myself. This is applicable to other field. Raw materials. Tell them you are getting your raw material, you are sourcing for your raw materials, or you are producing, or you are coming up with your own raw materials from your environment, from the available materials in your environment. Like I said, I'm not telling them how I'll be getting my juveniles. I'm not telling them how I'll be doing my fingerlings. I'm not telling them all of that, but I'm telling them that I am not purchasing anything outside for a start. I can make do with this and this to produce my juvenile. And then you can also wow them by saying that you will be producing your food, your fish feed. You will not tell them the combination of what you're doing. You will not tell them, okay, I'll be mixing this and this and this to make a local feed for my own catfish, which is more proteinous than some of these other foreign feeds we have outside there. Did I answer your question?
All right, thank you very much,
Yes.
sir.
I will quickly, sorry, please.
Okay.
I quickly want to add to that.
Okay, Mr. Dari, thank you.
Yeah. Innocent, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm fully here.
Okay. Wows. It's very simple. Like, okay, how can you blow up their mind? When ChatGPT came, it wowed everybody. When marketing blocks came, it wowed everybody. So, for instance, like your own path now, edutech, right? Am I right? Your
You're right,
path,
sir.
yeah. So what you can just do is it's even easier. You can just incorporate AI into it. Find a way of how AI can come in. You can use AI to create immersive learning. Experiences. You can use VR, virtual realities, to create immersive learning experiences in your business. You can use AI to create peer-to-peer learning groups. There are a lot of stuff. You can use AI for adaptive assessments. There are so many things you can do in your own line of business, so which has not been done before. Most of these things, you can even create, gaming experience. And like as people are playing games, they are actually learning too. So there are so many things that you can do in edutech that is different from what has always been there. So they don't want you to do something like, okay, once they see it, they will be like, wow, we've not seen this before. How will it this? You can even be doubting that, is this possible? That will this be possible? If 20 years, 15 years ago, they have told that, okay, there's something like ChatGPT that can predict AI, that can predict what we are doing and all those things. A lot of people have said that is a lie. But now, even with AI, sometimes even whatever you are thinking on your mind, and you just go through all these social media, this thing, you start seeing adverts, just thinking it's happening, it's not happening. So that's the way you can answer those questions.
Okay, can we see me now? Okay, I think I've been able to fix it.
All right, thank you very much. So the next question is from Adebayo Ayodele. It says, can businesses more than 3 years old apply, or can one go ahead with new business afresh?
Okay, let me just say something about that. During our own time, it was stated that the business should not be more than 3 years. I don't know what is obtainable now, but I'm 100% sure that you can find your way around that. I'm 100% sure that you can find your way around that. I'm not saying you should lie. I'm not saying you should say something that is not cool, but I'm sure that you can find your way around there. They want to do it in such a way that they will now encourage you to go and register the business, have a business account, something fresh, start up. Even when they give you the money, they call it a seed capital. Seed. What is seed? Something you are planting or you want to plant, and then you start monitoring and you start watering it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So they don't encourage that it's more than 3 years. But of course, we are in Nigeria. May God help us in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for that wonderful answer. So the next question is from Miracle Came. He says, much appreciation, kind sir. Please, I want to ask, what if I don't have any leadership experience because my business is still in idea stage, and what do I do? Can you hear me, sir? Can I be heard?
Okay, Mr. Dari, can you say something about that, or I should just, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, concerning that one, that's a one mistake a lot of people used to make, especially if you are young in business. It's like some people believe that it is when you have some people believe that it's when you have a large kind of business, or you have been doing it for like 5 years, that's when you have leadership experience. It's the same thing like, okay, you're applying for a job and they're asking for your work experience. So your leadership experience or your work experience is what have you been doing so far. So it don't necessarily mean that, okay, you must have been doing something for like 5, 10 years. All those little things you are doing, like you are taking notes of everything down, and make sure that you write those little things. Like probably you volunteer in an organization in an organization before, so that's a leadership experience, or you have led a team before in somewhere. That's not necessarily your own business. It doesn't have to be your own business. If you have taken part in any form of volunteering before and you have led a team before, write it down. Okay, that's a leadership experience. If when you do market survey, when you go out and you do some stuff about your business, and it's a leadership experience. When you meet with stakeholders and you do meetings with them, it's a leadership experience. So those are the experiences. They just want to know, okay, you have started doing something about your business, like you are taking both steps. So it doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, you have to have a team on ground, then you start teaching them one thing or other. So those are leadership experiences.
All right, thank you so much. So this next
Sorry,
question.
can we hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Hey, Mr. Dari, I want us to come together and say something about this. Leadership experience could be, I don't know, but for me, I'm just thinking about it. Could be you as the firstborn of your family, you have siblings, and then you're able to coordinate something. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're able to, you don't have to, this is writing, this is you putting something into writing. It's not a must that you have really done it.
Yeah,
But
sure.
the ones that are idea, as in you can just come up with something that, okay, I've been able to do this, or I can do this, and this is what I can achieve. Do you understand? Just the way you can lead. What can you put in place? Even if it's in school, you are the senior prefect or something, or you are your Red House captain. These are leadership.
Those little things.
Little things, yes. Coordinating people, even if you're choir leader in church. Things like that, those little things. For me, that's the way I think. I don't know if it's really applicable, but that's the way I see some of these things. Little things.
We are still on the same page. It's applicable. You don't have to, be looking at all those big things. If you have those big things, fine, you can write them. But if you don't have them, just write what you have already.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sas. So this next question is to Mr. Dotun. Says, I was having a network issue when you spoke on the number 11 points. Could you please summarize it for me, please? Thanks. So I think that's the marketing strategy, the 5 Ps. Can you help us to just summarize it, sir? Can I be it?
Okay, sorry. I said number 11 is listing your competitors, right?
Okay.
So if the person wants us to address marketing strategy, fine. But 11 is listing competitors. I don't know which one I should address now.
I think list your competitor.
Listing your competitors is just putting out the names of people that are doing the same thing in your immediate environment. That's all. When I wrote my own, I even wrote Obasanjo Farm. I believe everybody knows Obasanjo Farm. Okay, the person is asking that we address the marketing strategies. Okay, I think I saw that in the chat now. Now, like I said when I spoke, I said I would like to address them under 5 Ps. 5 Ps. I remember I talked about the product, the price, I talked about promotion, I talked about place, and I talked about people. Now, your product is the product you are bringing out. The product you are bringing out, the service you are bringing out, what you want to offer, what you have to offer to people. That's your product. Hold that one. Just hold it by your left hand. Product is what you are presenting. Is that value you are giving out. That's your product. The values, the service you are bringing out. Then the price. Take note. The price, you must make profit. Because that's entrepreneurship. You must make profit. You are not running a non-profit organization. In your pricing, you must make profit. In your pricing, people should be able to afford it. So, and in your pricing, as much as you should look at what is happening in the market, but does your product, what you are bringing out? That's why I mentioned product first. Does your product meet your product? Does it meet the standard of the price you are giving out? We have people that their prices does not relate with what is happening in the market. Their prices are quite higher, but when you look at the product they are offering, then you will know that it's really worth it. That's for pricing. Number one, don't forget, you should make profit. You should make profit. You should make profit. Then number 3 is the promotion. The advertising, the digital marketing. How well can you put your product up for advertisement? And then take note, your personal selling, one-on-one talk with your prospective customers and people you are tending to sell to. You can have a one-on-one selling with them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? You can have a one-on-one selling with them. Advertising, that is under promotion. That will tell you how well your product will be marketed or how well your product will go out there. Then the place, where is those products? Can people get them? Can people have access to them? There are some products in this country now that before you can get it, you will travel far and wide. So when people know that the product you are pushing out, they can easily get it, then they can easily help you market. They will tell other people, go to this so place, you will get it there. So that's for place. Then people, your employees, they are part of the people. Your consumers, your customers, they are your partners, everybody that is a person in your business, they are the people. I used my former place of work as an example where I used to work, where staff's welfare and the MD, they are not friendly. Anytime the MD hears about staff welfare, he does not want to hear at all. And when I left there, anytime a talk pops up on about my former place of work, I'll tell the person, staff welfare is zero. That's marketing. I'm marketing the brand badly. And that is what people can do to you. They can market your product positively because of their experience with it, and they can market your product badly, negatively, because of their experience with it. That was why I mentioned product first. Product first. I hope that person got all these explanations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. The next question now is directed to Mr. Dari. He says, in calculating your break-even revenue, what if you have products with varying selling prices? How do you go about it?
Just pick one. That's simple. Just use one as example, because there's no way inside the question, there's no way you can start explaining that, okay, I'm selling this for so price. So just pick one and use it to do your calculation. That's what they want to know. It's as simple as that.
All right. I hope Moses Ocheje, I hope you heard that. So the next question says, sir, please, I have interest in different aspects of agriculture, like planting, processing, animal husbandry, etc. Should I go ahead with a broad elevator pitch, or should I focus on a particular aspect like you focus on fishery? Also, is it mandatory to have a competitor in your line of businesses in your immediate environment? Like there's no ground groundnut oil processing mill in my village or snails lime factory there. What can I do in this situation in terms of competitors?
Okay. He said you should pick one and focus. You should pick one and focus. My sincere and honest advice is for you to pick one and focus. Pick one and focus. Well, even when I was doing fish that time, it was an idea. It was poultry farming I was even doing. Do you get my point now? It was poultry I was doing. The fish was an idea. Because I had gone for high tea in fish farming, I had gone for this one in fish farm. So it was an idea. The poultry farming I was doing, I could have added it, but I did not. I just left that one. So I focused on the fish, and that was what I pushed forward. So as much as I know we have multiple lines in agriculture, presently I'm doing plants too. I'm doing plants too. So, but I always advise people, when you focus on one, they like it when you are focused. You don't have plenty things doing at the same time. You have things scattered. Just want to be focused and pick one and get all the necessary information on that one. Get all the necessary information on that one. Now, take note of this. If there's a way you can merge two, that it will not be scattered, you can do two. But they must work hand in hand. Like, if you will agree with me, poultry farming and catfish farming can work together. But because you are a startup, you don't have to make things complicated for yourself. All they want to see is your simplicity. They don't want all these big things. Simplicity. They want to even see some of your mistakes, but they want to see that, okay, by the time we start the entrepreneurship training, this person will be able to address this situation for you. I hope you get my point. If you can focus on one, please do. And if you think you can merge two, but the two must merge very well, they must not be scattered. Now, concerning the competitors in your environment, I really don't know what to say about that, but look at it very well. You are look at other states too. Okay, let's assume, state it there that you don't have in your immediate environment, but you have this, so like you said you are into vegetable oil, right?
No,
He's just
she
trying to
has
mention some
Okay, so if you can
instances
look
like
at
there's no groundnut
your,
oil.
yes, groundnut oil,
she
yes.
has even answered the question that way, because she said that there's no
Okay.
there's no groundnut oil processing mill in my village, or no spray factory there. So
Right.
I feel like that's the business she should go for. Or what she just needs to do
She should go for.
she should
Exactly.
look like, okay, why are there no competitors? So if the reason why there are no competitors is because there are lack of raw materials or availability of raw material and some other stuff that are, infringing this, so she might not go into it. But if she's that there's availability of raw material and so many other things, but people are not just saying that business, I think that's a big plus for her.
You are correct, sir. Very correct.
Okay. All right. I hope it is cleared now. We also have very similar question from
Sorry,
people
please. Sorry,
okay.
please. I want to say something about agriculture.
All right. You can go ahead, sir.
And this is going to be a plus for people going into agriculture too. Like, one of the problems of agriculture is waste management, especially if you are going into animal husbandry. So one of the things that can really help the application is find a way on how you're going to control your waste. They're going to pick businesses. Recently now, if your business is generates a lot of waste, they will pick business that we look into how they were going to manage their waste very well over businesses that cannot manage their waste. So if, for example, if you're an agriculture, you're going to be producing a lot of waste. So you can say that, okay, from the waste you are producing, you can be converting those waste. You can have a mini biogas plant. What I mean a mini, with 200,000, with 300,000, you can construct a mini biogas plant by the side of your listing, and you can be generating waste from there. And that waste you can be using to power your farm, and you can also use that waste to, you can even, if you are generating more than enough, you can sell to other people nearby. So that's one thing that can give you a plus in making your application to be viable and be chosen ahead of others. Rather than just say that I want to go into poultry or fish farming and just write fish, because they are really interested in how is your business different from others.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. From our YouTube viewers, it says, what if there's nobody in my immediate environment doing the business I have in mind? We saying no boost my chances? So I think it's similar questions, but the person just added, will saying no boost my chances?
We have addressed that. It's
Yes.
it's a plus. It's a plus. We have addressed that. It's a plus. Just stating that nobody is in your environment that is doing such business, and move on.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
But I think, Darian, what do you think? I think even if the person will say that there is no competitor, so that they will not think that the person has not thought deeply about the business. What do you think about mentioning nearby, maybe like other states, and say, oh, in my state there is no person, but in a nearby state they are doing it, and people will not go to that distance. But you're not saying
mentioned that.
Say what?
Doctor has mentioned that.
Yeah, because I think don't have to say no like that. You just have to look further.
All right. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an incredible journey at the Fit Ministry Tony Elumelu Foundation Grant Seminar. On behalf of the organizing team, as your moderator, I want to express our deepest gratitude to your active participation, enthusiasm, and commitment toward learning and collaboration. Today, we've embarked on a quest for knowledge, and together we've delved into the intricacies of securing the Tony Elumelu Foundation grant. Our esteemed speakers, Mr. Daria and Mr. Dotun, shared invaluable insights, and I hope each of us has found an inspiration and practical strategies to prepare our grant journey forward. I would like to extend a heartfelt acknowledgement to the driving force behind this seminar, the Fit Ministry, which is founded by our able Mr. Ebenezer. Your dedication to fostering learning opportunities and empowering individuals on their path of success is truly commendable, sirs. Let's take a moment to appreciate the hard work and dedication of the entire Fit Ministry team. Your commitment has made today's seminar a sounding success. Thank you for being part of Fit Ministry Grant Seminar. We look forward to witnessing your continued success. So right now we have bring to a close the seminar. However, we are not stopping right now. We still have our speakers that will always be in touch with us, guiding us on how we can have a successful application, and not just that we are also benefit from this grant in this year's application that is on. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you to our speakers too. Thank you to our organizers and my co-moderators handling the YouTube session. Lastly, we have an assignment for people that joined the group today. Kindly follow us on our YouTube. The link will be sent to the group page. And also, this is a community now. This is a community of achievers. I want you to know that. So, we would like you to introduce yourself. Just state where you are and what you do. So just drop it there on the WhatsApp page. Let people know what you are doing. It's one of the things our speakers highlighted for us. We know for something. So let people know who you are, know you for what you do. So thank you very much. As I call on Mr. Iben to give us a short closing remark before we end the meeting.
Well, thank you very much. Without wasting so much time, I mean, our time is really fast spent. I would just like to sincerely appreciate Dr. and Dari. These are people who are very busy. When the thought came to my mind and I contacted them, I was thinking that maybe they will not have time. So I'm deeply grateful for your sacrifice to make yourself available and impart, share from your wealth of knowledge for every one of us. And I want to encourage everybody who has participated. The most important of all is that you go ahead and take action. And like Dari said, don't plan to start at that minute. If you start tonight or tomorrow and you're attending to, like you said, 2 questions in a day, in 2 weeks, you'll be done with the questions. So please don't postpone this and take actions. Even if it means we don't win it, take actions. Like Dari told us, he said he applied 3 times to the third time that he won it. And that lesson that he learned has been a major part of his life. Not only has he won Tony Elumelu, after then, I know he has applied that knowledge to even win. At least I know of at least 2 other grants that he has won apart from Tony Elumelu. And these are grants that are in thousands of dollars. So I want to encourage us to take action. That is all I want to say. Just take action. Make sure that you write these things, submit your applications, and commit it to God, trusting that God will help you to you'll be favorable. I mean, like he said, people that apply are in hundreds of thousands across like 50 nations in Africa, and every year they take about 2,000 or thereabouts. But if you don't apply at all, you have lost. You can never win. So either you win or you don't win, the only way to know is to first and foremost decide to apply and apply. So without wasting so much time, I really appreciate you for coming. And the best way you can make us proud, I mean, you can be happy, is that you actually submit this application. Go and do something. Submit
Yes,
it,
so
take the energy and submit it, and just go for everything. So once again, Dare, thank you very much. Dotun, thank you very much. Those in
you're
YouTube,
welcome.
thank you very much. Emmanuel and Tadeshe, thank you very much. Everybody in Faith Ministry, everybody who has spread the flyers, thank you very much. And please join our YouTube, subscribe to it. We'll be having more things coming up in time. And we have the record this on YouTube also for you to go and watch again. And in case you miss any parts, and if you have any question, you can contact me. I can link you up to Dari and Dr. in case you have any question for them. I'm sure they'll be willing to help you. I'm very sure about that. So thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Faith Ministry. By the end of the year, we want to hear that at least 50 people were selected, or 5
Yes,
people
so
rather. 5
yes,
people were
so
selected.
yes, so yes, so
At least the attendance here is like 30. So if 5 people got selected, it's a big plus.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
believe God for that. Just
yeah.
watch the video. Like, it's not too hard. Just watch the videos all over again. You can watch it like 2 times more and use it to apply. You're going to win, definitely. All right, good night. Good night, Dotun. Good night, Ebenezer.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Good night, sir.
Good night, sirs. God bless us.
Happy No Sense. Bye-bye.
Good night, sir. God bless you, sir.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. I'll be updated in the application process.